Can I ask you something? Have you ever looked at a healthcare job posting and thought to yourself, how am I supposed to get experience if nobody gives me the opportunity? If you have, you're not alone. It's one of the most common things we hear from healthcare students, career changers, and people trying to enter the healthcare field. And the truth is, it can be frustrating. You work hard, you complete your education, you learn the theory, you learn the terminology, you learn the processes, and then you start applying for jobs, only to discover that many employers are asking for experience. Experience with healthcare software, experience with workflows, experience with documentation, experience with scheduling, experience working in healthcare environments. Can I ask you something else? How many of you have ever wondered whether you're actually ready for a real clinic, hospital, or healthcare setting? Not because you aren't smart enough, not because you didn't work hard enough, but because you've never really had the chance to practice. That's the challenge many people are facing today. The issue usually isn't knowledge. The issue is confidence. Healthcare is changing faster than ever before. We're seeing more digital systems, more virtual care, more connected healthcare environments, more AI-assisted documentation, more technology becoming part of everyday healthcare work. And as healthcare changes, employer expectations are changing too. Employers aren't simply looking for people who know information. They're looking for people who can adapt, people who understand workflows, people who can learn quickly, people who can confidently work inside digital healthcare environments. Can I ask you something? How many healthcare software systems do you think you need to know before applying for jobs? Most people think the answer is all of them, but that's not actually what employers are looking for. Healthcare organizations use different software. Some use Accuro, some use Jane, some use Oscar, some use TELUS, CHR. The systems may be different, but the workflows are often very similar. Employers don't expect perfection. They don't expect you to know every system. What they do value is adaptability. They value workflow understanding. They value confidence because software can be learned, confidence can be developed, and workflow knowledge transfers from one environment to another. Can I ask you something? If two people apply for the same healthcare position, who do you think gets remembered? The person who completed a course and can only talk about theory, or the person who can confidently explain patient registration, scheduling, communication, documentation, and healthcare workflows? That's what employers tell us over and over again. Healthcare runs on workflows, and employers are looking for people who can confidently work inside them. That's why we created Choice EMR Learning. Our focus isn't simply software. Our focus is helping people become healthcare ready, helping people build confidence, helping people understand workflows, helping people gain practical experience, helping people feel more prepared when opportunities appear, because confidence comes from practice. Practice creates readiness, and readiness creates opportunity. Can I ask you something? Imagine walking into your next interview and being able to confidently say, yes, I've practiced patient registration. Yes, I've worked through scheduling workflows. Yes, I understand how healthcare documentation works. Yes, I've used healthcare software. How different would that feel? How much more confident would you be? How much easier would it be to talk about your skills? That's the transformation we're really talking about. Not just learning software, not just completing a course, building confidence, building readiness, building practical skills. Can I ask you one last question? 6 months from now, do you want to be exactly where you are today? Or do you want to be more confident, more employable, and more prepared for the opportunities that come your way? Healthcare employers are increasingly looking for people who can adapt, learn, and work confidently inside digital healthcare environments. You don't need years of experience to begin building those skills. You simply need to start, and that's exactly what we're here to help you do.